I did go visit her. I spent time with her.
Okay.
And the reason that she was with Kara is because I was waiting for a settlement from my dad's estate before I could get my house, so I could keep her in my house.
Go buy another dog. How's the dog, Miss Padroni?
She's doing very well.
Do you have any vet records for this dog?
Sure.
I'd like to take a look at them.
Should I just give you all of the evidence that I have?
No,
Okay.
I want to see the vet records for the dog.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just for my own reference, the dog was sick. You took the dog to the vet once and she was prescribed amoxicillin.
Yeah, she had slipped on the carpet a little bit and she had a sprained shoulder.
So you took her to the vet.
Yes.
And then you had her to the vet when she was spayed.
Yes.
Do you have that bill?
You know, I tried looking everywhere for it. I didn't.
Was it the same vet?
No, it was with the county.
And is Nova up to date in her shots?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Padroni, I'm going to come back to you. You took custody of this dog in September of 2015.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like you to tell me how that came about.
I was being just a nosy neighbor one day and saw that my neighbor was moving a bunch of boxes out of her house or whatever, and just talked to her. I like to keep people who I know.
No, I'm not interested.
Okay,
it's
sorry.
not Phil, it's me. You saw she was moving and...
To cut to the chase, basically, I had noticed that she was moving, and I went and talked to her, and she said that she didn't have a house for the puppy, and that she might have to take her to jail if she doesn't find a place because she couldn't take it.
What's jail?
Dog pound, excuse me, the dog pound. And in my mind, I couldn't imagine taking a puppy to the pound, so it didn't take me long to offer to watch her for a couple of months if that's what she needed.
Okay, that was September 2015.
Yes.
I want to know exactly what you said to her and what she said to you. She said she would need somebody to watch the dog for how long?
A couple of months, and in my opinion, a couple doesn't necessarily mean two. If I asked for a couple of M&Ms, I would expect maybe 5. So I had a decent idea there would be a couple, 5 months maybe. I didn't expect it to be in nearly 2 years.
What happened after 5 months?
Well, I had tried to contact her when I needed to take the dog to the vet for her shoulder that was really painful for her.
And the shoulder incident was in September of 2016. So that, according to this sale.
There's one that was for $86.
The one that's for $97.
Okay.
Was amoxicillin capsule.
That actually was an abscess that she had on her foot. It's the other one that was her shoulder.
$86.24.
Yeah.
I don't have a date on that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so you tried to contact her?
Yes.
Was that before the incident where she needed amoxicillin?
Yes.
So that was before September of 2016?
Yes.
So you would have the dog at that point less than a year?
That is correct.
Okay, and you tried to contact her?
Yes.
When had been the time that you had seen her last?
It had been several months.
Okay. When you needed her permission or advising her that you had to take the dog to the vet? You tried to call her. What were you calling her for?
Just to let her know that the dog was hurt and that I needed to do something with her.
And what happened?
The phone was disconnected. I had no way to contact her.
Other than the cell phone that was disconnected or whatever phone you had that was disconnected, did you have an email address? Did you have an address? No.
I did not.
Okay. So after you took the dog to the vet, how much later did you finally see Miss Hirsch?
I would say even more than a year.
And under what circumstances did you see her?
She came back trying to tell me that she wanted to take the dog home.
And that was, do you remember what month and year?
It was like toward the end of the summertime, middle of the summertime in 2016.
So she just came to your house?
Yes.
About a year later?
Yes.
And from the time that you had taken the dog to the vet, which was before that, when was the last time that Miss Hirsch brought over any food?
I had gotten a bag of food with the delivery of the dog, and then I'd maybe gotten another bag of food one other time.
And how many times would you say Miss Hirsch came to visit with the dog?
Well, I'm not home all the time, and neither is the dog because she can't be left there by herself. And so I'm not sure if she stopped by while I wasn't home, but I can tell you that I saw her
I would like you to tell me how many times you saw her. I don't care how many times she came over and you weren't home and the dog wasn't home. I want to know how many times you saw her.
Yeah, I saw her twice.
2 times?
Yes.
2 times in 2 years?
Until she came to ask for the dog back.
Until she came at the end of the summer of last year?
Yes.
Okay.
The dog has become part of my family, and as much of a handful as she is, we do really love her. She's very well cared for, and she is happy.
Miss Hirsch, go find yourself another dog.
But the dog,
Go find
it
yourself
can't be
another
her
dog.
family member if she's willing to take money for the dog.
Go find yourself another dog. You had this dog 6 weeks, 2 years ago. You abandoned the dog. You neither provided food, nor cash for the dog, nor medical care for the dog, nor checked in with you for months.
I did check in with the dog.
For months. Listen to me. We're done.